welcome. We're here with our fourth little segment here. We are doing games with friends here at ETHDenver. We have Derek, and I love this. I don't even know what company you're with, but we're going to leave it for having it here on camera, and I can learn about it.
Great.
So welcome. Thanks for coming here. How's your ETHDenver been so far?
It's been great. I got here on Saturday, so
Okay.
I did it for the long haul, and things are really cranking up today, so it's really exciting times.
You did say off camera this is your fifth.
Yeah, I think fifth time at ETHDenver.
All right.
Yeah, I think I was here from the beginning, and it's pretty amazing how much it's grown.
Yeah.
It's eye-opening for sure.
Okay. So, in true fashion, dealer's choice, Connect 4, best 2 out of 3, or Jenga.
I'll do, I really feel like I would lose at that, so let's do Jenga.
Okay. I actually have lost earlier, so
okay.
Joke's on you, but we'll go with this. So, Derek, tell me a little bit about yourself and obviously
sure.
the company.
Yeah, so I'm the CEO and founder of Steer Protocol.
Okay.
We are a off-chain compute platform, and to make that a little bit easier to understand, we allow people to automate smart contracts with both on-chain and off-chain data. A lot of times when you want to automate something on the blockchain, it requires like off-chain, real-world data. At the same time, sometimes you want to do something that has maybe on-chain data, but it's just going to be way too much gas to run all the time.
Yeah.
So what we do is we allow people to use various different programming languages to move that logic off-chain, compute it within our secure network, and then it gets basically published on-chain at the end. So you basically save a ton on gas. And we have like oracles, dollar cost averaging, Uniswap v3 market making strategies, trading strategies. You can build a lot of different things on top of us. A little bit about myself. I've been in crypto for a while. Joined around 2016. Yeah, go ahead. Built out a mobile wallet.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. That was before like Infura and Alchemy and all the other providers that are out there today. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we got acquired by Voyager, which was part of the FTX downfall, which was really sad. Nice play. Should I just do this one? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So I got acquired by Voyager. That was fun. So I built out the crypto backend for Voyager systems. So deposit, withdraw, enterprise custody solutions, stuff like that.
Okay.
Left there, became CTO at a big data company, which actually built out an L2 for like ESG related NFTs.
Okay.
And then I built out a company called Volmex Finance, which does volatility indexes for ETH and BTC. Mm-hmm. That's on Polygon and Ethereum, which you can check out today. And then building Steer right now. We'll launch in about 2 to 3 weeks, so it's pretty exciting times for us over at Steer.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I think this might.
Yeah, this is a tricky move to go for on your second try.
Yeah, but I think I'm. Well, actually, you want to know the problem is it's not stacked properly because this one's gonna fall.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna.
The orange is gonna.
Yeah. No, it's the same exact way. So
I see.
Whoever did it,
yes. That is true. This stack
it's both our investor Chris, which we'll throw under the bus.
Yes.
He put this together.
He shall not be named.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna go way up here with the easy. So I'm actually disappointed that Lacey hasn't told me about this because if you really think about it, Metaintro, we are going to be doing a ton of things that are so off-chain and not related.
Yes.
The verification of having skills on chain is obviously important, but my goodness, it's a real problem in the industry of trying to get some of these more complex use cases, which I've argued, pretty frequently. We've heard it all week. How do we, people are getting up, how do I bring the next billion users?
Yes.
I think that's the number they're using. It's always arbitrary.
The
next billion
trillion
users. Exactly. And what is actually getting there? And for me, it's not going to be something that is very crypto heavy. It's going to be something that doesn't look very
DeFi
crypto.
did well, right? But like, it still didn't take off, right?
Yeah.
And I think like right now we see a lot of like scaling solutions, and now GameFi can come in because we made those advancements and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of interesting to see what will be the next catalyst.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the team. How where you guys are kind of at. Obviously exciting. Launch in 2 weeks, and you're doing a conference. Woo!
Yeah. Busy days ahead. Yeah, we actually were pretty fortunate when we started out. We were initially invested in by SushiSwap or Sushi, if you guys know who they are. So that was really cool. Their goal was so that we would provide, or help them with their concentrated liquidity systems once they go live.
Okay.
That was a few years back at this point. So hopeful to still do that in the future. But we had the opportunity basically to grab actually an entire team and bring in people who'd already kind of worked together. So that was pretty big for us.
Yeah.
Just because it was, it took a lot off the table.
Okay.
And you get people who already understand the workflows and stuff like that of one another. So that was pretty big. But other than that, it's really been word of mouth. I've known a lot of people in the industry for a long time and trying to work through those networks. But we used you guys, right, to also find some people. And I think we actually brought in one or two, to be honest with you, for community management, actually.
Okay.
And one for, I think, outward sales.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of interesting there.
We definitely have those in the
in the Discord for sure. So yeah, that's kind of how we first got started, and then a lot of the team members actually have worked with me in previous companies.
Okay.
So it's also been really helpful.
Okay. We're gonna go with a risky one here. So tell me a little bit about how your hiring process works. What
Sure.
What really you kind of look for? Maybe I always say this. What's different, with the way, especially somebody like you, I'm really interested in your answer from a crypto OG.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, depends on the role, right? Like, if you're getting somebody in for marketing, you kind of want them to know crypto already, because if you have to train them, marketing crypto is very different than marketing in like a traditional sense, right? And then if you're going for somebody who's in design, like, that's okay. Like, if you don't know crypto, fine, right? I'll explain the concepts as long as you can understand them and then visualize them for me, because I'm having a hard time, right?
Yep.
Then that's an easier bridge to gap. I think there's a lot of people who want to come in as like smart contract engineers and then maybe just getting started.
Yeah.
And one of the bigger problems there is they say, oh, I can do it. And it's like, sure, yeah, you could potentially, right? It might take you a little bit longer. It doesn't matter, right? But like, feel okay being like, this is where I'm at in my journey, and I want to learn XYZ. This is what makes me passionate, right? And if you show up and say yes every day and like just have a go-getter attitude, then you'll learn those things. And I feel like when I talk to people and they overly sell themselves, right? And then because I can see it, right? I've built it all,
Yeah.
So you look at it, you're like, okay, well, that must not be fully accurate, right?
Yeah.
So I think knowing that when you talk to people is important.
Yeah. It's funny, it's like I haven't been doing it, too often lately, but CrossFit of, the person that's just doesn't look like they're trying too hard, that looks like they could just get through the workout and stuff like that. That's where maybe you have let's call it a
sixth sense.
Intuition. A sixth sense. It was the old CTO at Etsy that used to come in and talk to us that said, you only get so many innovation chips as a team. I feel that is true in, individually as well, of like, if you're using all your power throughout the day to try to just get through, the basics, you don't have a lot left for creativity. Yeah. Maybe a shout out to individuals, making sure you're comfortable with the role, before, kind of jumping in.
Yeah, I will say do sometimes take chances though on people early. We've actually had a lot of young team members on our team.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoy that just because you can help them learn.
Yeah.
And mold them into the kind of like, dev or person you're looking for.
Yeah. This is a box of cards if I've ever. Oh, this is a good one right here.
I haven't played Jengo in many years. So this is actually quite nice.
Yeah. So tell me what's next then for Steer Protocol, and maybe from a standpoint of like, what are some of those big things without giving away obviously the secret sauce of that might interest an engineer or somebody that's looking to kind of come onto the team of like big challenges, because that's what we always like to hear.
So if like for any of the developers who are listening, maybe you're trying to learn how to break into Web3 but you don't know Solidity, right? We actually allow you to write programs in C, C#, Rust, Go, TypeScript, Python. You kind of choose whatever you're comfortable with, and then you can actually write how you want the contracts to change. And so you can do that all in a language that's more comfortable to you, and then it gets executed on chain.
Yeah.
So that's really something that if you're trying to maybe build something, or maybe you want to automate something, or maybe you want to have an NFT where it maybe changes the photo or something like that, you don't have to know Solidity. You can probably just come to us and write it in whatever language is more comfortable for you.
Okay.
And that at least maybe gets you kind of your first step into Web3.
Yeah.
So that's kind of something just to note.
Yeah.
But in terms of us in the future, I mean, right now it's launching. We will have do have an ambassador program we just launched, which is exciting for community members and devs. And then one thing to note is if you do build an app on top of our platform and it's yield generating, you do make 5% of all the performance underneath that strategy. So if it makes like $1,000, you'd make 5% of the 1,000.
Yeah.
And if someone uses your application for, let's say, another type of asset, then you're doing 5% on both of those vaults.
Okay.
So you can kind of compound your 5%. So as a developer, it can be a very interesting thing to go build on Steer.
Yeah, yeah.
You just went last, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I do a little bit different Jenga. I never put them on top.
Oh, that's true. I guess you are supposed to put it on top.
You know, so, but that's me.
It's getting a little hairy here.
It is getting hairy. We should, so...
I'm going to double.
Oh, wow. He did go with that double. Okay. Does that mean I need to go twice then?
You can do a double.
I from Chris, who can't stack and, Jenga, but whatever. So, what's kind of the, let's call it...
Ooh, that's risky.
Yeah, this is going to be risky. Do you guys have a Hello World or, something you guys are going to, are the docs live yet?
Oh, good question.
Where are you guys kind of at in that, realm? And I guess maybe I'll give you even a potential. I'd love if you guys are doing some rollout in the next 2 weeks. Let's do I'm happy to host with you or, somebody else within our community. Let's build something live in like 30 minutes so they can see it, especially for the devs.
We have a 30-minute quick start tutorial already.
That'd be awesome.
Our full platform's live. We have everything on the docs. We actually have a one-click development platform, so if you don't think you can get your computer ready or maybe configuring might be scary for you, you can actually just click the button and it'll load it all up in your browser. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just get started, which is really, really handy. For those who just don't know how to get started, just click the button.
Yeah, that's always easy.
And docs are live, and I would love to do that. We're actually going to be hosting some hackathons, partnered with some other major protocols.
Okay.
So we're really looking for people who want to build different applications that are interesting, that would accelerate maybe other protocols out there.
Yeah.
And so that might be an interesting little collaboration we could do.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. So, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. What would the rest of the week here for ETHDenver? What would success look like for you?
Success?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now we're looking for launch partners. That's like our biggest thing. We do a lot of market making for Uniswap V3. So like for people who put their liquidity in V3 or on Uniswap to maybe make returns and stuff like that as a liquidity provider. A lot of times you need to like adjust that liquidity so that it's always in range.
0% if you're not in that range. Yep.
You don't get fees if you're not in the range, right? So we have a lot of we have a structure where people can build their own strategies to automate their liquidity.
Yeah.
So looking for basically partners for that product. But yeah, success is just being here. To be honest with you, it's really nice. To see everything that's blossoming in the space and seeing where things are going. You can easily tell. Every time you show up, there's a new area of different kind of tech, and you're like, okay, that's the next.
What is it this year? Please don't say AI.
No, it's not AI. I'm actually like 50-50 on it. It's actually GameFi right now.
Okay.
GameFi's never been at... there's been people who've tried it like in previous years, but not to the level where there's a whole section of the entire conference for GameFi.
Yep.
Right? So that's what's kind of eye-opening.
That really came up in the NFT bull
I'm not
run.
a gamer, too.
Yeah,
so
really.
So for me, I'm like, oh, that's interesting, but I know...
It's coming. I'm definitely invested in a few projects that I really like, just as a pure investor. And the NFT bull run brought a lot of crap, in terms of people just saying they wanted to build a game, but there is some true builders out there.
Rubber hits the road eventually.
Exactly.
You have to,
Where's the game?
What was the Pika something or the pick? Remember it was like they were like raised like tens of millions, and then it was just a GIF. Or there's an image. It was like very pixelated.
The Pixelmon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw a secondary rendition. I think they went back to the drawing board, and I think they tried to fix it.
I think I'm gonna cheat.
Is that cheating? I don't know.
No, it's not. But I think this is just a.
It's pretty risky. We're down to the finals.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah. This is when boys become men.
Oh yes, I like that. We haven't gone a middle. Look at that.
Nice.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, we hadn't done that the entire time, right?
No, we hadn't. Yeah.
Wow. Just pulling out all the stops for you.
Yeah, we are. I definitely. Oh, I can't do it. Is the bottom allowed?
Bottom's totally fine.
Yeah, all right. The bottom's allowed.
So what's next for you guys? What's the success for you?
Yeah, success for us is we've really just enjoyed meeting a bunch of partners that are hiring, and that's what Metaintro is all about.
Yep.
We want to try to reduce the time to hire for all of these. Big protocols, small teams that are just getting started. Getting people to that culture fit match, that's the step we want to get to. So how do we reduce that funnel? We were talking off air, before this. As soon as our product is live, that's really going to be able to funnel candidates that are perfect for the role or the job, and allow, because every company is going to have that culture fit moment, that culture fit conversation. Are you going for a double again? That'd be interesting.
Oh, I might just take the top.
Oh, wow. Well,
it's a freebie on the bottom there. Yeah, it is a freebie.
Oh! No! I talked about hopes and dreams destroyed.
Yeah, nice. Good game.
It was a very good game. Anything left to shill here that you'd love to get out there?
Yeah, I would say definitely come check us out. Steer Protocol. You can join our ambassador program. We have a public testnet right now.
Okay.
There is a leaderboard, so you don't actually have to build any apps or do any programming. You can actually just go on and just test it out, tell us what you think. And there's a leaderboard, so everything you do will gain you a point, and then you can see how you're doing against everybody else who's done work there. We did just launch a full new UI for the testnet, so that's what we're going to be going live with, so it's going to be pretty exciting. And we are hiring, so definitely go check out our job section. And exciting to see what you guys come up with as well this year.
Amazing. I'm definitely interested in the next couple of weeks. We'll get that little ambassador program for our community. Hey, leaderboards live. You guys are always looking for ways to get involved.
Yep, that'd be one.
I'll even maybe give it a show for you guys. There's probably going to be projects that are looking to integrate with Steer Protocol. You're getting a head start, on learning, something. Probably have access to the CEO or founder here early on because
and I actually respond to everybody, so just come reach out and we'll have a nice conversation.
There we go.
Nice.
Well, enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's great having you by. Bye, guys.